Check, check, check. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Hey guys, can you guys hear me? Oh, yes, no, just checking the audio. Yeah, I think you guys can hear me now clearly. Yeah, wonderful. How's everyone doing? Super. I think we're live now. How is everyone doing? All good, all good? Yes, everyone's fine. You guys can hear me clearly, audio fine. Wonderful. Let's begin. Now, uh, don't you feel little bad that in the last 1 year, our entire 1 year of the last one, whatever that's been going on with the market, have you noticed that the market has barely given any returns? How many of you all have actually seen that or understood that the market exactly in the last 1 year has given 0.07% returns, right? So it has not given any returns at all, absolutely zero returns. And this is just Nifty 50. If I go check Nifty 500 or small cap or mid cap, it'll be even worse than this, right? Now, how many of y'all are all feeling bad that, okay, my stocks are falling down, companies are falling down? Because I saw that a lot of you guys were commenting on the group saying, Shashank, market is falling. What do we do? What do we do? What do we do? I don't understand the idea of why you guys are saying market is falling, when you guys are asking these questions. I'll tell you why. If tomorrow gold falls by 20%, what will happen, do you think, in the market? If gold falls tomorrow 20%, what do you think will happen in our market? Do you feel that if gold falls 20% tomorrow, there will be a line outside the jewelry stores where people will go and start buying gold like there's no tomorrow? Do you think that will happen? Yeah. If gold falls by 20%? True? Yeah. Now tell me one thing. If the same thing happens with the market, why is there nobody putting a line to buy stocks when the market falls down? Same logic. Gold fell down by 20%, you will see line outside jewelry stores. We both agree to this. Now you will say, but Shashank, gold will always go up. No, that is why people go buy that. Whenever it falls, they will buy. When gold price goes up, not many people buy. Some people buy, but not many people buy. But demand is still there. Correct? But when gold goes down, everyone will go buy and they will say, Shashank, it always goes up. But can I say that the same applies to Nifty 50 also? That Nifty 50 or Sensex always goes up. But why is that? Why is that when it comes to Nifty 50, that when it goes up, like how gold has gone up so much, when it goes up, people don't go and buy Nifty 50. I mean, people buy more Nifty 50. They don't buy gold, but they buy more Nifty 50. But when it goes down, let's say Nifty 50 goes down, nobody buys. How is that possible? Have you ever thought about this situation? Both asset classes go up. By the way, if you track Nifty 50 and gold over a 20-year period, both of them have given the same returns. Do you agree? Do you know this statistic? Over the last 20 years, gold and Nifty 50 have given the same returns. Both are completely uncorrelated markets, right? But both are good. And Nifty 50 is what? Nifty 50 is basically the indicator of Indian economy. If you are staying in India and you don't have confidence on Nifty 50, that means you're indirectly saying, Shashank, I don't have confidence that India will grow over the next 5 years. But India has grown for 20 years. It will continue to grow for another 20 years. You understand my statement? So when it comes to gold, all of us are very smart and mature investors. But when it comes to Nifty 50, all of us become bad investors. We're not mature enough. Because when Nifty 50 is at 24, 25,000, all of us will buy. And when Nifty falls like this, all of us are like panicking. Oh my God, Shashank, Nifty fell down. Abhi or 20%. Trump tariff will come and the Nifty will fall down. Arey, but Nifty always goes up. So tension Q. What is the problem? Correct? So the minute or the smarter guy who changes this perception in himself will obviously win the market. Simple. Now, all of you like Warren Buffett. All of you guys are bucks of Warren Buffett. All of you like Warren Buffett. In fact, India as a country is the biggest buck of Warren Buffett. Do you agree to this? Everyone in India will know who Warren Buffett is. And what does Warren Buffett simply say? What does he say? Sell when people are greedy, buy when people are fearful. Basically, when the market is falling down and nobody's buying, that is when you buy. And when the market has gone up too much and they're greedy, that is when you sell. All of us know this dialogue, know this statement, know Warren Buffett. We all say we want to become like Warren Buffett, and we do exactly the opposite, where you will go buy on top and sell on bottom. Why? What is this psychological problem? And I'll tell you why this case comes also. Before we go into today's session where we will find undervalued companies, Let me tell you the answer to this also. I know the answer also to this. Should I tell you the answer? Yeah. Okay. Couple of things. First of all of us want 100% returns to 500% returns, which is not a bad thing. Everyone wants to get 5x, 10x. You see Rakesh Junjunwala getting 1000x, you will say, "Arey, insider information." But that was in 2004. He held it from 2004 to 2025. Even today, he holds it. So, kya information? Abhi tak he's holding it. By the way, Titan has gone down 40% 3 to 4 times in its history. You would have sold it 10% only. It has gone down 40%. So all of us claim to be long-term investors, which is great. Okay. But for you to get 500% return, don't you have to hold for X amount of period? Like there is a certain time you have to hold. And in that time, won't the price go up and down? And it's in the nature of the price to go up and down. So my job is to look at the result, right? Is the result growing? Okay, result is growing. Good. Is the company good? Okay, next result we will take after 3 months, because nonsense happens in the market all the time. It is not first time we're seeing a nonsense happen. We saw COVID happening before that. We saw Russia-Ukraine war happening before that, where we had 8 months of this. We saw FIIs leaving us. We saw Trump tariff. We're seeing Trump tariff again. Tomorrow some other tariff will come. Tomorrow some other problem will come. 100 other issues will come, but the market will continue to go up. Right? So all the people who are saying, I want to hold for long term, hold. No. Why is it when the market goes down 10% and your phone shows red, you're like, oh my God, all my long term conviction is out of the door. I need to exit right now. You think you will invest today and get 100% tomorrow? Do you think that's ever going to happen? That's never going to happen. And if you can't do that, then do mutual funds. Simple, no stress. Aram se relax karo. Correct? So I don't understand why this is. I recently put a post on the community group as well for all the members that I'm doubling my SIP right now. Because every time the market falls like this, I take it as an opportunity and buy more. And when the market is already at a top, I don't exit my portfolio, but I don't add too much as well. Because ja rahe upar, jane do, let it keep going up. But when it falls is when you buy, right? So a lot of people have this problem. Now let's look at some result analysis, right? Let me just share my screen and look at some result analysis. One sec. Also, guys, big shout out that we are a part of the Grow Network. I think for all the new people who have not seen this video, as you know, we're a part of the Grow Network and they have helped us grow this channel. And obviously, my research team has also gotten this big right now. So we're coming up with crazy amount of videos this year. In fact, this month, I'm coming out with crazy amount of video. And that's all thanks to Grow Network. So you can see more over there, right? Now, let's look at the result analysis of this quarter. Now, look at the result analysis of this quarter. What do you see? What do you observe? Do you see that 1,145 companies have seen a profit growth, whereas 808 companies have seen a negative profit growth? Is this good or bad? Chalo, you tell me. Is this good or bad? Now, you will be like, Shashank, this is amazing. 1145 companies have given profit growth. Superb, right? Only 808 companies have given profit degrowth. So this is good. But I'll tell you another problem over here. The companies that are showing profit growth, even 1% growth is considered profit growth. Do you agree? Even if they grow by 1%, it is considered profit growth. That's not a good thing. I wanted to grow at least by 9 to 10%. If you are telling me GDP is 6 to 7% and inflation is 4%, that is 10%, at least grow by 10%, at least minimum. Correct? Can we put this to a test and see actually how many companies have actually grown by this amount? Right? Can we put this to a test? Okay, so let's do one thing. Let me quickly create a screen. Let's say market capitalization greater than 5,000. If you include greater than 5,000, what happens is you usually get Nifty 500 companies, because Nifty 500 stops at 4,200 with Raymond. Okay, then I'm saying year on year quarterly sales growth greater than, let's say 12%. Yeah, 12%. And now I want also EPS to grow. Why? Earnings per share. Doesn't mean that you grow top line, but you didn't have any profit in the bottom line, right? So I want earnings per share. So EPS greater than, EPS of this year should be greater than EPS of preceding year quarter, right? Let's see how many companies come. 314. Now let me say I only want to include companies with June results. 254 companies have come, not 1145. That means only 245 companies have seen a year-on-year growth rate of just 12%. Okay. And an EPS growth basically means your net profit has also grown. So only 254 companies fit this bill across the market cap. right? So you will see all these market caps. These are all the companies. That means, is that less or more compared to the broader market? Now, you might see this number and say this is great, but it is not great because in the broader market, the result has not been very attractive. And because it has not been attractive, your friend, who is your friend, Mr. Nifty 50, is not very happy with our performance, right? What is Nifty 50 saying? Nifty 50 is saying, Shashank, yeah, result is not good. The students did not study this year. Who are my students? My companies. My companies did not study well, and that is why it is falling. And not just that, you know, the headmaster of all of us, they also said the same thing. What did our headmaster say? Who's our headmaster? Your Nirmala Sitaram, our finance minister. She also came and said that the private companies are not doing capex. The private companies are not putting more, manufacturing plant. The government has made everything ready. They've said, I will remove tax. I will increase the tax slab to 12 lakhs. I will reduce interest rates. So companies can today take loans at cheaper rate and do it. But do you know why this is not happening? Everything is ready. You can go take a loan today at cheaper rate, but tell me why this is not happening. Can somebody in the comment tell me? I want to see, because this is a very collaborative effort, right? So I want to understand from your perspective, why is that not happening? Now, this is mainly because of the uncertainty that is going on, not just with US, but with the entire world. That is the problem. Not just US, entire world pe uncertainty is going on. Balance of power is shifting left, right, center. And I will talk about that today. I've made a nice Word document with all the world news also for you guys to keep a track of, right? But today's episode, what we will do, we will quickly look at some companies. Now, what is the advantage of this? Now, you might always say that, Shashank, world is going to shit, Nifty is fallen, itna kharab hai, results are bad. I look at it from an opportunity standpoint. Why do I look at it from that perspective? Nifty is falling, general market sentiment is bad, companies are falling. But there are companies that have given super result. Do you agree? Very good result. In fact, these 250 companies that I showed you have given good result. They're not bad. But now what happens if the result is good and the stock price falls down because of general market reasons? Don't you think the P will come down even more? The price to earnings ratio, because he's given such a good result, but because of the general sentiment of the market, the price to earning ratio has come down. Correct? Now, Rishal is asking a very good question. Rishal is saying FII is selling too. Okay. Now, let me break one very big myth that all of you guys have in the market. Very big myth that FII selling is bad. Who all agree that FII selling is bad? Rishal, I know it is not Rishal's fault or it is not anyone's fault. People don't understand the dynamics of the market. So let me explain it to you in very simple terms. Okay. Who are the four market participants in India? There are only four market participants in India: promoter, FII, DII, and general public. All of us are in agreement with these four, correct? So promoter comes first, DII, FII, and public. Now, what is happening with DII? Okay, see, Mahesh is also saying the same thing. Some company promoter shareholding is decreasing. Correct. Let me explain why this is happening. SIP inflows in the market today are at an all-time high. It is a simple mathematical logic, I will tell you. SIPs are going up. From whom? People like me and you. Me and you are doing SIPs, right? SIP goes up. DIIs are in with a lot of money in their account. Do you think DIIs can sit with cash all the time? If I put my money into mutual fund, do you think he'll take that mutual fund and sit in cash? Absolutely not. He has to deploy it according to SEBI rule. He has to deploy it. Now, when the DII, who's a big DII, I have 1,000 crores, 5,000 crores I have to deploy in the market. I go to the market and I want to buy, let's say, 500 crores of a company. Where will I go buy it from? Do you think I can keep buying from the public? If I keep buying from the public, what will happen? The price of the stock will go up and the mutual fund will always buy at expensive rates. So where can the mutual fund go and buy with this excess capital that is being given by me and you? Only two people are left. Either FIIs have to sell it to the DIIs or the promoter has to sell to the DIIs. Yes or no? There's only two places where he can buy. Can he buy from somewhere else? Absolutely not. So do you know this QIP is also happening where promoter is giving the DIIs at some rate, right? So when people are saying FII is selling, please understand DII is buying. If FII is selling to the public and DII is not buying, then you have a problem. then you have a problem. But bechara FII correct, DIA karega kya? What will DIA do? You are giving him thousands of crores in his bank account. So what can he do? He has to buy. So it is not a bad scenario that DII is buying. Why? Because retail participation in India from people like me and you is becoming bigger and bigger, and the SIP inflow is growing and growing and growing. The more that will grow, it is a very weird economic situation where DIIs have so much money that they're throwing the FIIs out or they're reducing the promoter holding. Now you might also think that, Shashank, but promoter selling is bad. Do you know that India today has the highest promoter holding in the world? In India, if you look at any other market, go to China sitting at 7 to 10 P ratio right now, go to US and you see the promoter holding of Chinese companies and US companies, you will not see like Indian companies. We love sitting with our company. 75% stake mera company hai, 50% stake mera company hai. You go to US and check the biggest of the biggest companies, Mark Zuckerberg ke paas kitna hai, it'll be less than 10%. Only India is a country obsessed with promoter holding. So if that is reducing, and if that is reducing to DII, which is your own money, and you are sitting and abusing, arey promoter bech diya, ganda promoter hai. But he's buying from DII, which is your own money, so you should be happy. Yeah, oh, very good. At least now my money is going into that state, into that company. Very good. Or else what you're doing is wrong in the mutual fund. Then agree your mistake. That Shashank, I should not be doing mutual fund then. Because mutual fund is buying from my promoter and I'm blaming the promoter. Bechara promoter bolega, main kya karu? DIIs have thousands of crores. You only gave him the money. So please understand, don't fall to these market narratives. See, you want to become a better investor, right? You have to understand market dynamics. News mein aata hai, FIIs are selling. Everyone will say FIIs are selling, and you will think that is a bad thing. If somebody is selling, somebody is buying. Market is a zero-sum game. Somebody is losing, somebody is winning. If Jane Street was winning, somebody was losing. The greedy people were losing. Not you. The greedy people were losing. The people who are sitting with options and futures at unbelievable rates were losing. Not the guys who are sitting hedged. The guys who are sitting hedged were not losing. The guys who were sitting naked options, right? Sitting only on one side, ki aaj 1 rupee dalunga, 100 rupee hoga. They lost. The guys who had hedged their positions did not lose. So please understand, everything has a symptom. Do not fall for this narrative. See, I come here to teach you because I see all of this every day. And when people tell this, I feel bad. Right? DI participation is good. We are celebrating on one side. Why is FII selling? Are or kaun bechega bhai? Right? In fact, now you understand why that when more IPOs are coming in the market, it is getting subscribed very fast. It is not a bubble. It is your money that's going inside those IPOs through the mutual funds. Kya karega there? Okay, one more problem. Small cap, Nippon India Small Cap, for example, has an AUM of 60,000 crores and it is a small cap fund. It has to invest in small cap companies. 60,000 crores leke, how can it invest in small cap companies? If it goes and buys one company for, let's say, 1,000 crores, that company will hit upward circuit 20 times tomorrow because they're all putting small companies. And if Nippon India goes and puts 1,000 crore in one company, they will take 30% of that company or 20% of that company. It is not possible. It is not possible. You got it? So whatever is happening right now in the market, we are not in a bad situation. What is bad is what Nirmala Sitaram was saying, that boss, private companies, please go do some capex. Why are you not doing capex? Why are you sitting at only 254 companies are doing well as of now? Why not more than 254 companies? Now, isme, I will do one more math. Okay. Now, if I want to find the advantage here, that companies have done well, but they have fallen. Now, if I want to invest in undervalued companies at this point, I will put a P ratio filter less than 40. That means, and this is all June result. Huh? So what does this mean? I'm saying the result has come out better than 12%. The EPS has also grown and the price to earnings ratio is less than 40. Don't you think automatically I will get undervalued good companies? Abhi result was good. Now let me increase this 12% to 15%. I will say you have grown 3% more than the benchmark index. Now we will see the companies. 90 companies only. That means if I want to invest, my investable universe as of today for companies that have given good result and undervalued is only 90 companies today. That is a sad reality because we're not in a bull market, right? Only 90 companies. Now, are all 90 companies good? Answer is no, because in these 90 companies, there might be exceptional gains. There might be one-off result. There might be some, some weird stuff and not sustained. So now we have to find sustained companies in this. But we have at least got a good set of companies. right? These are good companies. These are not bad companies. Now, let us go through. Obviously, you will not go through 90 companies, and me and you cannot go through 90 companies here. But I have made a small list so that it will help you guys find good companies at undervalued rate. Should we go through it once very quickly? Yeah. And then we will talk about macroeconomics. I will show you one nice sheet I have made, right? I'll show you some interesting stuff here. So we will talk about that next. Okay. So let's quickly go into this and we'll go through the companies one by one. We will look at it both from a fundamental and technical standpoint. And please note, none of this is a buy or sell recommendation. See how I'm teaching you. Please learn how I'm teaching you. How big fund managers think, how fund managers actually think. Now, when I am starting my fund, I'm starting my small case soon. These are the ways I'm filtering my universe down. Now I've realized only 90 companies are good. Out of that 90 companies, maybe only 30 companies are good that have a better risk reward ratio. So this is how you have to look at the market. Don't look at market across the world, right? It doesn't work that way. Okay. So for example, one company is TVS Holdings. Okay. Look at TVS Holdings over here. 17 P ratio, sitting at 22,000 crore. This is a holding company, but has given a good result. Okay. And if you see quarter on quarter growth is definitely there. Revenue, profit on profit growth, June to June is also there. So over and above, it is good. Very low P. LT Foods. Now, very interesting fact on LT Foods. Do you know what LT Foods does? LT Foods is a rice manufacturer, basmati rice. Now, you would say that, Shashank, in the last 1 year, this company has actually gone up from 305 to 445. Okay, even in this bad market, remember how much was market return? I will show it to you again. How much is market return? Last 1 year, 0.07. Please put this in your head. This is Nifty 50, no returns at all. That means any company that has given above 0.07 in the last 1 year has actually beat the benchmark index, including your gold has beat the benchmark index. Coming back, LT Foods is one of the largest player. Last 1 year return is 48%, right? It has just given a good result. And look at the P ratio of the company, 25. Now let's talk about one more myth buster, because I love doing myth busting, as you know. Now you will tell me, Shashank, but you should have told me this company 1 year ago. Why you're telling me this company right now? Correct? How many of you all have that amazing question now? Shashank, abhi kyun bata rahe? Pehle you should tell 1 year ago, na? Why you're telling now? See this, 25p, 15,000 crore market cap. Okay? 1 year ago, this is the thing. Now let me ask you the same question in reverse. That means abhi upar nahi jayega? Do you think now I have told you too late? I'm sorry, now it will never go up from here. Because Shashank has come and showed it on the screen today, finished. It will never go up from today for the next 10 years, not go up. Is that the logic? Is that the answer to the logic? Ki why you said so late? Now, let me go to 3-year chart. Array, it has gone from 92 to 500 in 3 years. Maybe very good. 5-year chart. Oh wow, has gone up in 5 years also. So that means it has nothing to do with me. And it has gone up. Why? Because every quarter some result would have been good. That is why it has gone up. Or else market, you know, na, bad result mein panja marta, it will come and singham punch it will give you and put you down. So right now it's going up. Now look at the year-on-year performance of this since 2020. 129%, 30%, 49%, 77%, 99%, and this year 5% up. Even though it has been a bad year, this is up 5%. Okay, let's check the year-on-year results. Has the result been growing? Since 2020, it's growing. Leave 2020. All its life, it's been growing. Why 2020? All its life, it's growing. See, whether it's growing fast or slow doesn't matter, but it is growing. Eventually, the price will catch up. Eventually, the price will catch up. So this is what I'm saying. So a lot of people will be like, Shashank, one genius comment will come in the comment section after this video, right? Why you telling late? Why you not tell fast 1 year ago? I'll be like, 3 years ke baad you'll tell me the same question, Shashank. Why you said now? Why you didn't tell before? Same nonsense question, right? So please, let's be smart about things and not be so noob about things. Okay, chalo. Mahindra and Mahindra. Oh, okay, falling down. Okay, 1 year return 14%. That means very good. It has beat the benchmark index. Mahindra and Mahindra, large cap company. Isme kuch doubt hai? Do you have any doubt with a company like Mahindra and Mahindra? Tangible. Your gold is tangible. Somebody was saying, Shashank, gold is tangible. Nifty 50 is not tangible. Okay, Mahindra and Mahindra is tangible. I sit in a tangible car and go to office every day and come back and park that tangible car. I fill petrol in that tangible car. So tangible to hai na business. Business is tangible. Okay, let's see the P ratio. Must be overvalued. Absolutely not. 28 P today. Correct? Now, one more question. Now, a lot of people have one more problem here. Shashank, 28P is good or bad? Okay. Are markets forward looking, backward looking, or present looking? Sorry, today I'm in a nice mood, right? So it's fun day today. Yeah, markets are forward looking, not today or not yesterday. They're forward looking. Why? Because I can give you the best of the best result, but if I don't give you a forward looking guidance, the market will give me Singham punch again, right? So that is why we need to be forward looking. Okay, now if I'm saying forward looking, then is the 28p actually 28p? Or if I, let's say, 10% growth rate are attached to this, or 15% growth rate of Mahindra in the next 1 year, 15% growth rate, that means this 28p is actually 26p or maybe 25 and a half p. So even in today's p it is nice, even in forward 15% p it is nice, correct? But now you'll be like, Shashank, how can this go up? This is a large cap company, it is 4 lakh crore market cap, itna bada hai, upar nahi jayega, it is too late to the party right now. Okay boss, very late to the party, I understand. So that is why in the last 5 years it has gone up like this. Okay, and you assume that it will not go up in the future. Keep assuming. Yahi game mein aap assume karte raho, and you will buy 80p 90p companies, and you will keep thinking, why am I losing money? Because it will keep going up. That way Reliance should have never gone up. Reliance keeps going up. Why it keeps going up? Bada sabse bada party Reliance hai market mein. Last 10 years ago the number one company in the world in India was Reliance. Today also number one company is Reliance. Why? So Reliance you don't have a problem, but gold is tangible, Mahindra is not tangible. I agree. Okay, let's go back. Let's see some other good companies. Okay, this is a very nice company. Now that you know that all our money is going into mutual funds and DII ka money is becoming nice, that means the guys who are running mutual funds, also known as AMCs, asset management companies, who's managing your asset, those DIIs are of course making money right now. Definitely making money. Very good. So there are multiple AMCs in the market. Who is the AMC? There is HDFC Life, HDFC AMC, there is Aditya Birla AMC, there is UTI AMC, there is Nippon India AMC. A lot of AMCs are there. SBI not yet come out, but is there in the unlisted market. But good AMCs. Abhi AMCs are making money. Now, where do we want to go from here? We are a $4 trillion economy. What is PM Modi saying? Where will we reach? Chalo, even if it's not PM Modi, because some of you don't like that also. वो भी निकाल देते हैं, वो भी myth हटा देते हैं. Without that also, will we reach 10 trillion eventually? Just on basic compounding and inflation we will reach. आज नहीं तो कल पहुंचना ही है, right? So if by basic investing and basic inflation we will reach $10 trillion economy, maybe 1-2 years late. Chalo, thoda we are always late, right? Indian Standard Time. Maybe 1-2 years we're late. AMCs will keep making money because mutual funds will keep going up, right? Keep going up. So now look at the mutual fund here. Now you'll be like, Shashank, what is this? Okay, 24,000 crore, small company, 25 PE right now, very small company. Did it give a good result? Absolutely. Did it give a good result on the profit? 236 to 277? Absolutely. Let's look at yearly. Yearly also it is growing in profit, net profit. This is. And let's look at the revenue. Definitely growing. तो अभी प्रॉब्लम क्या है? बट आपको अभी भी ये अच्छा नहीं लगेगा. You will not like this. You know why you don't like this company? And I'll tell you why you don't like this company. Because you don't want companies that are growing at 15-17%. You're like, Shashank, we are adventurous people. What is this 5-15%? We want 150% growth companies. Give me that company. I'll be like, okay, so you want 150% company growth rate? Go, your Trent is there, your Dixon is there. But then don't come and ask me that it is falling. Don't come and tell me, Shashank, why is it falling? Okay? Correct? Same problem. Now I will tell a nice answer to all the people who are asking questions in the chat group. Now a lot of people are asking about PGEL. What was PGEL's P ratio when you bought it? I know why I bought it. I had bought it. I have bought it in the past. I know why I have bought it, and I know when to exit. I know that I will not exit right now. But all of you guys are asking the same question, so I want to ask you the question. What P ratio did you buy it at? I know I bought it at a different ratio. Because a lot of people in the chat are going mad कि PGL. मैं बोलता हूँ P ratio today is 60. You bought it at 90. Okay, because I told you don't like 15% growing companies. You want adventurous, right? Your young blood is there, adventurous. You want 150% growth companies kind of a thing, right? So no problem. So you bought that. It fell from 100 PE to maybe 60 PE. Absolutely fine. No problem there. And the guidance, because I told you market is forward looking, that guidance was not good with PGL. So the market gave a nice beating to it. Singham ka panja came on the market. Now, all of you guys who invested in this company, I thought you guys were long-term investors, not short-term one-quarter investors, right? Suddenly one panja and all of you guys are like, oh my God, my investment thesis is absolutely wrong. It is not wrong. Now tell me one thing. This company has a manufacturing plant. It is sitting and making ACs for other companies. Do you think with this one quarter result, the stock price fell by 20% because it was overvalued, because a lot of greedy people had got in? Even I was there. I've also taken a hit on it. I'm okay. Why? Because he's not going to stop making ACs, or we are not going to stop consuming ACs. It will fall down. In fact, it has come to 60p. I'm waiting for it to go down to around 45-50p. It'll be even better. In fact, on Monday, if it falls down another 20%, I will be the most happiest, because I'm now getting a very good company at 40-45p. Right? Then all I have to do is wait for two, three more quarters, or maybe 4 quarters, and the whole market will turn. And then I just need one news that, okay, one new deal has happened with some new country where we will export some nice ACs to people. Very happy, very awesome. Everyone is chilled. So again, good company here. So now I hope most of you guys got an answer to the question that you were answering. So when you bought that company, you bought it when it was hypey. You did not do much research. But when it falls, it is not your fault. It is someone else's fault. But you only went to the whatever your broking platform, clicked on the quantity, added the money, clicked on buy, saw it in your portfolio, saw it going up also. But no. बेचेगा क्यों? When it's going up, it will go up forever. ऐसा नहीं होता है. चलो ठीक है. Let's go through other companies and then we'll go to the news as well, and then we'll take 1 or 2 questions from the audience. Okay, Apar Industries, very good sector, very good result, very low P ratio, very good. TD Power Systems, Lumax, very good sector, very good result, very low ratio. But see this, Shashank, Lumax has fallen down 4.5%. Are TD Power Systems down 6.92%, must be a terrible company. Maybe, but in the last 1 year, it's gone up 16%. It has beat my index. But these are less returns for some people. 39 P ratio, not bad, less than 40. So I'm okay. So a person like me is okay, because I wait for the tide to turn also, right? Do what others don't. So that is okay, right? A lot of people want to do what everyone does. That is different. So what else has fallen down? Transrail, what a company. Okay, superb company. Look at this. Just now came out of the IPO, up 28%. But yesterday fell down by 3.55%. And a lot of people got doubts in this company. What is going on with Transrail? Some problem. Okay, sitting at 26 PE and 10,000 rupees, 10,000 crore market cap. What problem can happen here? What other problem can happen here, right? But it has already given 28%. Chalo, I'll take your favorite PGEL also here just in case. Okay, fell down 20%. Everyone's long-term conviction, everyone from a long-term investor became short-term investor. But in the last 1 year, contrary to popular belief, it had given 36% return. Even after falling 20%, it is at 36% return. So biggest question I have for all the people who are chatting here and saying PGEL. Kya hua? Even after falling 20%, it is up 36%. So are you crying that you're in profit and you're crying, or did you buy at the top and you're crying? Then there are two different issues, right? Then that is a issue of I need to look at it more clearly, right? I need to review my internal investing process. Also, if this is only less than 10% of your portfolio, then why are you sitting and even looking at it or crying? If this is less than 10% of your entire portfolio, if you put all your money into this, then you're playing a completely different game. Then I keep telling you that do not play that game. Book a flight ticket for 10,000 rupees, go to Goa, nice casino in the middle of the water over there, mast rahega, they will come and give you alcohol also. Same amount of money you put there on red and black, you have 50% chance of winning. Why are you playing this game then? Right? Because you're not investing, you're gambling if you put all your money into one stock, which everybody knows, right? So don't do that, right? So right now the P is still 61. It can come down to 40, 45. Then it becomes the most attractive company for even me. And then what will happen if it becomes attractive? DIIs will start coming. Okay. Same one more question somebody had. Shashank, why did FII sell 6%? But FII sold to the promoter sold 6% stake, but the promoter sold to DII. Okay, who is DII? You. I will ask you the question, Shashank. I should ask you, why did the promoter sell to you, Mr. Rahul? Please give the money back. Mat karo abhi, ye galat hai. Please give the money back. So you understood? All clear? See, I'm just trying to explain why I'm doing little comedy today. I'll tell you, because the market is down, and when the market is down, a lot of you guys get serious, and you don't realize the basic fundamental fact that the market always goes up eventually, as history has said. Okay, you want to go further behind, but it always goes up. You thought market will never recover here during the Russia-Ukraine war. We went up far ahead of that. It took us 1 year to break this barrier, by the way. From October 2021 to November 2022, market had given zero returns. After that, we went up, no? Right? We went up. And then it fell down again. And again here in September, FII selling was the new narrative. FII selling. Okay, we fell down. We've still not come back to the top. We're almost 1 year there. We've not come back to the top. But ठीक है, 5 years down the line, ये भी तोड़ के आगे जाएंगे. We will go ahead. So does not matter. Absolutely does not matter. If you don't buy here, what are you waiting for? You're waiting for the top. You're waiting for us to reach Chand, then you will buy, and then when we fall down, you will not buy. So always buy when it, right now it is giving you so many chances, so many opportunities, right? Don't get annoyed with the noise. There is too much noise in the market, right? Too much noise. The people, when there is a bad market, they will say FD is the greatest. Okay, फिर आप FD करो, then why are you getting coming here? Sit an FD, no problem, right? Suddenly the counter person, I know some people will say FD is great, some people will say go to Dubai, that is great, some people will say China is great, some people will say US is great, but the same thing, when the market breaks all-time high, everyone will say India is great. Correct? So be a smart investor and maybe put money everywhere. Buy US also, buy India also, keep on both sides. I have US equity, 10-15% of my portfolio is there, and you already know what I'm holding there. I have India, which is 85%. So now India is falling, but I'm making a killing in the US market. So I am happy. I'm not crying. Very, very happy. So don't cry. Be chill. Okay. Now, all the people who have questions on Trump tariff, let's take Trump tariff as a question. Okay. How many of you are worried about Trump tariff? How many of you are scared about Trump tariff? That Shashank, because why? Because Twitter mein a lot of people are saying that Trump tariff matlab India is over. India will not do anything, and India's game over. 50% tariff on India. India to gyo. India to gyo, right? Actually, India to gyo nahi hai. Actually, the problem is who's gyo? Your US is gyo. Look at this. US inflation, because they put higher tariff, the tariff is paid by US guys. And obviously, in 2 seconds, you cannot change the vendor from India to somebody else. And what is happening in US is the inflation has gone higher because of higher tariff. Okay, so now that has become an issue. Not just that, another company called Adidas is saying that I will hike the prices in US because the tariff cost is hitting so much. 231 million tariff cost is hit. So am I buying the Reebok in US or they are buying the Reebok in US? They are buying, not me. तुम डालो, तुम 100% डालो tariff. मेरे को क्या फर्क पड़ता है? What do I care? Your guys are paying $10 more and buying it, not us. We are happy, boss. हम उतना ही करेंगे, बड़ा पाव खाएंगे. We will be chill. So that is the logic. So do you think he can keep doing this? Imagine you are sitting at all-time high debt. All-time high debt. Your house is on fire, but you are putting fingers on other people. One second. I know some weird fluctuation has happened. Theory. One second. Is it lagging for you guys? Yeah. See, conspiracy theory. Is it lagging now? Is it fine? I think some lag happened. See, conspiracy theory, guys. I was just talking about US and then straight lag. Now is it okay? Yeah, I think now it's fine. Now good. See, conspiracy theory. So India to Geo is not the answer. They are only in the problem because they are sitting at all-time high loan, not me. I am not taking loan. So your house is on fire behind. Your loan is so high, but I am sitting and saying, "Arey, dekh, wo uska problem is China. The problem is India, US. How can they take oil from Russia? Why did they put tariff on us? Do you know? Let's understand a little bit of macroeconomics. Do you know why they put tariff on India? You know the reason? They said that we are putting tariff on India because India is taking oil from Russia. Do you know? But they skipped out the next part very conveniently. One part they skipped out. Do you know what was the reason for how to remove that entire thing? It was not just the agri sector. I'll tell you. USA said we will remove the tariff under 3 conditions. One condition: you buy oil from US and not from China. Sorry, not from Russia. You buy from US. India is like, buy Q, right? He's giving me for 100 rupees. You're selling me for 120 rupees and you're forcing me to buy at 120 rupees. We are dhando. we are investors, right? We are dhanda people, and he is dealing with a Gujarati, so no chance he's going to win on that, right? That is a good thing also. So he's saying no chance. Tum rate badhao, tum niche karo. So US wants money because US is struggling. They have to pay their loan. So now they're doing arm twisting. Then what did they say? Give US access to India's agriculture and dairy industry. Give access to India's agriculture and dairy industry. And today, India's agriculture and dairy industry is the most protected industry in India as of now. Do you know why that is the case? Because if you talk about national security, our agriculture and dairy, everything can go to shit tomorrow, but agriculture sustains the entire economy. And if we cannot feed our own people tomorrow, and if US comes in and buys 4 or 5 different companies in the agri space and take out all the farmers, we will be in a big problem from a national security standpoint. And you think US did not do that? You think US is a sweet person who doesn't do all this? You know, when that Pfizer medicine had come for COVID, they gave us such a high rate. अरे इतना ही भाई भाई था तो give it to us for low rate, no? They said we will charge you very high amount for the Pfizer vaccine, and then you have to depend on us, and if we say no, we will not give you. So it is not like they are the sweetest person, na? They are also shrewd businessmen, but we also have good businessmen from our side who are taking their case. So they are currently in a problem, right? And what happened is, when they did all this nonsense over the period, right, they will only get affected. Now let me talk about Trump tariff in more detail. Okay, do you know that Trump tariff right now excludes pharma and services? The Trump tariff on India, the 50% Trump tariff, does not include pharma, because pharma का अलग tariff है, मतलब अभी तक आया नहीं है. It's not come from Jan, but pharma is separate. Why? Because they depend on our pharma, or they depend on China's pharma. They know they don't have pharma. Tomorrow, if India and China say, F you, no more drugs to you, Tata bye bye, people will die there, because there is no cure. I mean, they have to suddenly start manufacturing their own medicines, and the cost of medicines will go up 5 times, and the local guys won't be able to afford medicines, and then the government will have to subsidize those medicines for them. But government ke paas to paisa nahi hai, they're in debt. So how can they print more money? Then they will go into inflation, and then boom, 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 everything gone. So all India and China have to do is, aaj se pharma band, we will give it to everybody except you. We will give it to Europe. You buy from Europe at 20% margin. You get my point? Superb, right? Wonderful. So that is how it is. So services and pharma is out of the Trump tariff. तो फिर बचा ही क्या है इंडिया में? Our biggest revenue driver is pharma and services. You are saying नहीं वो दो पे नहीं डालूंगा, बाकी अच्छा बाकी किस पे डालेगा? Okay, I will put it on your seafood. Okay, take it. Seafood pay you put very, oh, it hurt me so much, that 50% tariff, we don't even consume that much. Take it and go. Aapka shrimp will become, we are good exporters of shrimp. So shrimp becomes expensive for whom? For your audience sitting there in US. Le lo. Okay, textiles. Okay, what textile? Who's wearing this kapda? Am I wearing it or you're wearing it? Your people are wearing it. They will become more garib. Take it. Okay, you're anyway taking it from Bangladesh. You're anyway taking it from Vietnam. You're taking it from us also. We were anyway not the number one person in US to give it. So le lo, you become more garib. This is not our problem. Okay, third is gems, which is your lab grown diamonds and gemstones and all, which is anyway falling down in the whole world. So karo na jo karna hai. So Morgan Stanley came and said that GDP will get hit by 80 bips if tariffs persist. 58 billion in exports impacted. By the way, our exports are much more. Okay, and the impact scope basically is 1.5% of GDP. That means 98.5% of our GDP is absolutely fine. 98% of our GDP is fine. No problem. 1.5 aap le lo. What we did immediately, you remember the smart move. We went to UK and created a free trade agreement with UK. So you don't want my kapda, no problem. UK wants my kapda. Udhar bhi garib log hai. We will give it there at no tariff. They will become rich. But you take it and you become garib there, right? That is the logic. So this is what Morgan Stanley came out, that seafood will face a big loss and Ecuador will gain an edge. Okay. Orders, textile apparels orders to US halted. Bangladesh, Vietnam will benefit. No problem. Oh, one more fun fact. Do you guys want to know? Another fun fact. See, we are very smart businessmen. Do you know that most of the textile companies in India have an office in Bangladesh and they actually manufacture in Bangladesh and export from Bangladesh to US. Kya genius move hai na? If you look at any of your textile company listed player, okay, you will see that they have an office in Bangladesh, they have a manufacturing setup in Bangladesh, and from Bangladesh they send it there. Yeah, big lol. You should go check it out. You will see all these Pearl Global and all. They're all sitting in Bangladesh. They're not in India. They were even more smart. Udhar se karenge to aur sasta hoga. Why should we be here? We'll go there. So no problem at all. Gems, jewelry, electronic, pharma also exposed, but pharma till now nothing has happened. So we are still waiting for it. Because see, what do we give those guys in US with pharma? What do we actually give those guys in US with pharma? We give them APIs, or we give them formulations, or we give them full drugs ready made and packaged to them. उन लोग कुछ भी नहीं कर रहे. They're not doing anything. They're taking everything from us. So now they put a tariff on us. Okay, I see, because you still need it from me. Take it, because tomorrow, that is one more problem they did. And you know why it's taking so long for them to come with pharma tariff? Because they have a big system, right? And that is called US FDA. So if tomorrow the Trump tariff comes on pharma, do you think suddenly tomorrow in Vietnam a new factory can come, FDA will go there, review it, agree it, and then they will start production from day 2? नहीं होने वाला है, right? You need US FDA approved plants, right? That is why pharma has only kept coming. It is not coming, it is kept coming. वो आते रहेगा, and then they will be like, चलो हम दो bye bye, we will attack your seafood. करो जो करना है, ठीक है, done. Okay, let's look at some good news from our country. India's defense production has hit record 1.5 lakh crore in FY25, up 18%. Defense production. This is internal consumption, defense production. Since FY20, it is up, and this is only going to go up, and up. Okay. In fact, all the defense companies are down, but this will only now. Abhi to production start hua hai because we have the war. Now the orders will start coming up. Then they will deliver. So maybe in the next 1 year, you will suddenly see all defense companies going up again. Geopolitics. China welcomes PM Modi. So PM Modi has gone there and said, "Yeah, Donald Trump बहुत irritate कर रहा है. Let's figure out a mutual ground." Right? I think that is what is happening there. And our Ajit Doval also has gone to Russia. So Donald Trump is suddenly saying, "Ruko, JD Vance will now come to India next month." Calm down, Mr. Modi. Don't go to all these places and make deals. And then he also said that I spoke to Brazil. Suddenly they got scared that BRICS nations will come together and screw US. Right? India races to push big bang reforms as US tariff heat intensifies. Government is saying they will fast track all deregulation. They will enhance trade deals with EU and UK and calls it a once in a generation opportunity. Why? Because contrary to popular belief, your Europe, where we all Indians go and show off so much, there a lot of people are not doing well. A lot of economies in Europe are not doing great. There are not some great economies there. UK is doing well, but even UK after the whole EU Brexit etc. problems, they are not doing great. EU is also not doing great. Now, if India and EU join hands with smaller countries over there, we will start doing much better, right? US national debt hits record 37 trillion, but now this nobody will talk about. Huh? This in your Twitter will not come. Now, Indian textile imports under pressure as production shift to Vietnam, Indonesia, and Africa. That is fine. By the way, Africa is half India only. If you see, actually, I don't know how many of you have gone to Africa, but most of the businesses in Africa are owned by Indian Gujaratis there, and they're very rich. Very rich. Okay? Very rich. No problem there. Half of South Africa, I don't know if you guys know this, but I have been there multiple times and I have friends there. Like Cape Town was called mini India. Cape Town. I'm talking about South Africa, richest part of South Africa. Okay, macro, what the fuck? Okay, this was a very weird news that I wanted to show. Bill Gates basically says AI will replace jobs, but don't worry because workers will get longer vacations, so they should be happy. Yeah, when I read this, I was like, WTF myself. I'm like, आपका नौकरी तो जाएगा, but see the good news, you can have more time for vacation. Boss, I don't have money to go on vacation. Where will I go on vacation? It's a crazy. Look at how they sweetly put it, right? AI will replace jobs, but could give workers longer vacations. Longer vacations means you are fired, in simple terms. Okay. Okay. Now, one more opportunity that is coming out in Indian market, which will play out in the next few months, right? India had extra rice crops because your early monsoon came. Last year also we had good monsoon and all of that. Okay, monsoon, not great monsoon. But when we got extra rice, instead of exporting, India put a ban on the exports. They said we can actually change this rice into ethanol and use that ethanol production, right? It's actually right here. Look at this. From shortage to surplus, India started using the excess rice volume, excess, what is already finished for India consumption, whatever is extra, not basmati, apart from basmati, that basically started going into ethanol. And because they made rice into ethanol, excess ones, that basically reduced our dependence on buying crude oil. So that means when we got this extra, we did not take a lot of crude oil from the market, and we actually used it in our own consumption itself, thus giving me a double benefit in the market, because I would have sold that rice and made some profit in these places, but they're putting tariff, so un log ko rice bhi महंगा हो जाएगा, and that is the problem. In fact, I feel the biggest people who are losing right now are the desis sitting in US, because poor guys, they are sitting and consuming chawal at 20% higher rates. तो बोले इससे अच्छा मैं इंडिया आके चावल खा लूंगा, why should I sit there? So these are all some problems happening with the market, so don't worry about all of this. But again, coming back, let's take two questions, because I think we have gone way above time. It's 50 minutes. I think itna fun session tha that I also lost track of time. So let's take two more quick questions and yeah, let's. I hope you guys understood, boss. Please, I hope you guys understood what I've been trying to tell you. Do not get scared of the market. Market will eventually go up. डरने का क्यों है? Relax करो, chill करो, let it fall. It'll go up eventually, right? Don't worry about it. Okay. See this. Some of my stocks are down 20 to 40%. How to analyze if I should hold, sell, or buy? So first, Aditya, really understand why you bought those stocks. Because if a stock is down 40% when the index is not down that much, that means the stock that you bought did not have a good amount of conviction on it or research on it, or you bought it at high P. See, if you buy a stock at 40p, 45p, and if the result is okay and grew only 5%, it will still not fall down 20%. So I think you would really need to reassess your investing. 20% is not a problem because market will go up. And if they are good companies, this is the time you average them out. If they have a 5-year thesis horizon, then you have no problem at all. Yeah. What else? Okay, the swing trading advisory, I will update the members only community this week. It is almost ready. As I said, we will be going live on 15th August. Most likely the time is going to be 12 in the afternoon. I will put the link out at 12 in the afternoon. First 300 people will apply, will be a part of it. We will put you in a Telegram group. And I know it's a holiday, so you guys should be free at that point. But I'll give you more update as we go in this week. Okay. Now, very good question by Ruban. Which sector is safe for the next 1 year? How can I? Okay, 1 year. First of all, nobody can say what is safe or what is not safe. I think you guys also know that by now. I'll tell you anything that is safe and then it'll fall down tomorrow because someone else will do something and you will blame me. And that is not correct, because obviously nobody knows what's going to happen tomorrow. Let's take 3 to 5 years down the line, you will have better answers to this question, right? But 1 year, nothing is safe. Let me put it in very simple terms. Gold is safe because if it goes down, people will buy more, na? But Nifty goes down, nobody wants to buy more. So that is basically how it is. Okay. Yeah, what a beautiful question, bro. I think Nilanshu, you look better than me with the cooling glass and all. I think I should not try. I think you try. But if you know anybody or if you want to talk to Karanji, or you please let me know. I can go in the next round of traders and all of that. No problem at all. Right? Awesome. Chalo, let me end the session. By the way, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this session. Please click on that like button and subscribe it if you're here for the first time. We do this every single week. We will come back again next week and do the same thing. Maybe in a different zone. But right now I was in a fun zone, so I did it in a very fun way. Also, again, a big shout out to Grow, because without them, we wouldn't be able to do all of these amazing stuff with you guys. And if you know my videos coming out on how we opened our new office, how we've opened our financial wing as well. We have almost 5 to 6 people in the research team. We have around 4 to 5 people in the content team. So that vlog is coming out very soon. I know I'm not a big vlogger, but I think you will like it because it's a journey that I'm sharing with you guys. So that's why I said a big shout out to Grow. And if you want to look at investing or you want to invest in more companies, you can definitely check out the Grow app. I'm going to put the link in the description over there as well. Awesome, guys. Have a good weekend. And 5 more news will come out over the next 1 week, or maybe 10 more will come out. Relax. Don't stress. Tomorrow, if something goes down 20%, relax. Okay. Chalo, bye.